And we move to Brett turn 2. So the big action is I took all my army, instead of being in the lower right corner, now we're all in the upper right corner by triple charging that that Marauder unit. And I needed some decent rolls, but this big monument in the middle of the table is an idol of Gork, so you get to re-roll failed to charge rolls. And even with that, I didn't need it. I made all my rolls right off the bat. So we're hoping to buff that unit, see if we can make him a little tougher. Pegasus Knights charged his fast calf. He fled and rolled nothing, and so I caught him and then did a combat reform, or a whatever reform. There we go. That's the big one. I had to take a dangerous terrain test and I lost. No, I didn't. I passed my dangerous terrain test. So going with 3 is really only marginally better than going in with 2, because for the most part, both those outside units, a lot of knights can't fight. But I don't know. After I did it, I realized I probably could have done something else to the questing knights, but whatever. That's what I did. So after combat, he killed 18 men-at-arms, and then I lost a 19th when we fled. I lost a standard bearer. That's just a tremendous amount of damage. That lord is really tooled up. He's got like 7 attacks. He's because he's frenzied and has a sword of multiple attacks. He's got always strike first, and so he's re-rolling his to hits, and he's strength 5. Those, it's a frenzied unit. These guys were just nasty. So yeah, we're not really holding them up there anymore. Still locked in combat with that thing. But because he shuffled his knights over in his turn, if he wants to, he can now charge my Pegasus Knights with them. We hurt these guys pretty good. You can see I lost 1 knight errant and 1 questing knight. During my magic, I put the +4 toughness on my battle standard bearers unit, and the reason I did that was because I didn't want to take a chance of him getting lucky and hurting my battle standard bearer. So I put it on that unit. Normally I'd have it on the questing knights because they're a little more vulnerable in combat, but I like the idea of making sure my battle standard bearer was protected a little bit. So Warrior's turn 3, he ignores the men-at-arms because he knows I need Snake Eyes to rally him, so he just moves he just reforms his Chaos Knight unit. He decides to go ahead and charge with these guys, get rid of my Pegasus Knights on the flank. Moves his Nurgle Knights around. And after combat, yeah, I was in a challenge. No, I wasn't. I don't know what happened. Anyway, obviously I kill the spawn, he kills my musician, and I get away. And with this, I actually kind of like it. If I can rally on my turn, that means either he's got to charge me, or if he doesn't, I can keep on messing with him. And if he charges me, I have a decent chance of getting away, and then I can rally and move then. So kind of like how that turned out. Pegasus Knights, I think, are really wonderful in 8th. I think they turned out nicely. So on my turn, this was a tough gamble, a tough one to call. I know it looks like I have a lot of units charging that Nurgle Chaos Warrior unit, but they're just tough. I've got my general on the flank, Pegasus Knights in the side, 2 out of the 3 anyway, Questy Knights in there. And the thing that really made it work for me is I was confident my level 4 is already buffed, and I was confident I could get some buffs on these units. And then I have the level 1 that I might be able to buff some as well. So with all that, I was thinking I had a decent chance to go in there. If I don't, I was thinking he would charge my lord in the rear on his turn, and then I could, I'd be involved in a challenge, and I like my lord's chances in a challenge if I have the buff. So what I did is in my magic phase, my prophetess put the +4 toughness on my general, protecting him in this round of combat, but more importantly, I'm hoping his general charges in there and we get a challenge and he'll have a hard time wounding me when I'm toughness 8. So that was my thinking. These guys are just lining up better charges for his frenzied unit that's going to come around the woods. She's there to offer support. I really don't think I rolled well for the Winds of Magic, so it didn't really help much. And I rally my Pegasus Knight, and I really like that. Again, he's got to, charge me. No matter what he does, I can, if nothing else, I save my points, but he can still be a thorn in their side. So after combat, he kills a couple Questy Knights. I think he actually kills he kills a Pegasus Knight as well. So he actually did pretty well. I killed a bunch of his guys. My general has the buff on him, and my only fear is that he'll charge the Pegasus Knight unit in the flank rather than my general. And yeah, I mean, that's my fear. So on his turn, he charges my general, and so what that's going to do is my general is going to be in a challenge with his general, and his Chaos Knights are not going to be able to impact the fight, which is very important. And again, I'm toughness 8, so that's what that looks like. And after combat, just really made a lot of saves and did a bunch of wounds on his warriors. So broke the warriors. We're not able to run them down, but that was his turn. So on my turn, I can chase him again, and they're flanked by 2 units of Pegasus Knights, so they're going to get caught. And I was able to turn my general around to face his general, so at least now he doesn't have the rear bonus, and we're still in that challenge. So those Chaos Knights, his Lord's in the fight, but the Chaos Knights are not involved in the fight. His Lord's going to go first. He's going to hit a bunch. He's going to have a hard time wounding, and then I've got ward saves, and I can take wounds as long as I don't take 3 wounds. And all I need to do when I go him, I'm going to have 4 attacks, and I'll be wounding on 5s or 6s, but any 6 is a killing blow. So we go to Brett turn 4. Pegasus Knights chase down the Nurgles. Otherwise, I don't rush into the other Chaos Warriors. I just set up to where I don't think he can reach me, and on my turn I can get everybody I want to into them. Yeah, that's just a close-up picture. So this is us before the fight. I think I dropped a rock on him just for the fun of it. Killed a couple of those guys. So we go to the fight. He does 1 wound on me. I go back with 4 attacks. I hit 3 of them, and I think I need 4s to hit. And then I rolled a wound, and I rolled 3 6s. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's just that my character is so cheap compared to other tooled up characters, but he can be vicious. And with that +4 toughness, he rocks. So at that, my opponent conceded. He said, "There's no way." I don't know if I agree that there was no way. I think on he would have had his turn next. Yeah, my general would still be in combat with his champion, so I'd probably win that one. So they wouldn't do anything. On my turn, I'd probably wipe out the. Yeah, I think I had that game in hand. I think I could have handled everything there. So yeah, so another short game. This time it was short because I didn't unknowingly break rules and cheat. I don't think I accidentally cheated in this game. But either way, victory to the Bretonians. Hope you enjoyed it.